Today I'm looking at an invitation of a sandy beach. Who hasn't drawn a heart or a name in the damp sand and defied the waves to wash it away? Today we may be unable to go to the beach or to gather in the chapel at QMC, but today we do come together in the remembering of our children. If this is your first time or your loss is very recent, the pain you feel may still be raw. If more time has passed, maybe the pain has dulled, but you still carry with you that sense of loss which never goes away. The chaplaincy team and the child bereavement team will appear before you as familiar faces, and the shape of this time will follow its usual format. We have begun putting stars on our Christmas tree, and we can put your star on if you email your message to contact a chaplain at nuh.nhs.uk. We will be lighting candles later, and you might want to check that you have your candle and matches to hand. We gather to remember the children who have died, whom we have known. As families you come, parents, brothers and sisters, grandparents, other relatives and friends. If we come in uncertainty or confusion, in anger or in anguish, this time is for us. If we come in silent suffering or hidden sorrow, in pain or in promise, this time is for us. If we come for ourselves or someone else in need, this time is for us. If we come and do not know why, to be here is enough. This time is for us all.
Look for me in rainbows. Time for me to go now. I won't say goodbye. Look for me in rainbows way up in the sky. In the morning sunrise when all the world is new, just look for me and love me as you know I loved you. Time for me to go now. I won't say goodbye. Look for me in rainbows high up in the sky. In the evening sunset when all the world is through, just look for me and love me and I'll be close to you. It won't be forever, the day will come and then my loving arms will hold you when we meet again. Time for us to part now, we won't say goodbye. Look for me in rainbows shining in the sky. Every waking moment and all your whole life through, just look for me and love me as you know I loved you. Just wish me to be near you and I'll be there with you.
Just look for me and love me as you know I have loved you. Those words from Vicky Brown's poem. Love nourishes us as much as food and water. Physical closeness and needing to know that we are loved and cherished begins in infancy and never stops. We listen to a story that reassures us that we are loved.
No Matter What, by Debbie Gliori. Small was feeling grim and dark. Playing toss and fling and squash, yell and scream and bang and crash, break and snap and bash and batter. Good grief, said Large, what is the matter? Small said, I'm a grim and grumpy little Small, and nobody loves me at all. Oh, Small, said Large, grumpy or not, I'll always love you, no matter what. Small said, if I was a grizzly bear, would you still love me? Would you care? Of course, said Large, bear or not, I'll always love you, no matter what. Small said, but if I turned into a bug, would you still love me and give me a hug? Of course, said Large, bug or not, I'll always love you, no matter what. No matter what, said Small and smiled. What if I was a crocodile? Large said, I'd hug you close and tight and tuck you up in bed each night. Does love wear out? Said Small. Does it break or bend? Can you fix it, stick it? Does it mend? Oh, help, said Large, I'm not that clever. I just know I'll love you forever. Small said, but what about when we're dead and gone? Would you love me then? Does love go on? Large held Small snug as they looked out at the night, at the moon in the dark and the stars shining bright. Small, look at the stars, how they shine and glow. But some of those stars died a long time ago. Still they shine in the evening skies. Love, like starlight, never dies.
This time is for you to remember your child, to connect with them in the ways in which only you can, to celebrate every special moment that you shared. Do you remember their birth? The joy of becoming family or of growing your family? The first-time panic of wondering, how will we do this? And subsequently, how will we love them as much? And what happened? Your baby taught you day by day what was needed. Your toddler surprised you every day. Your older children had minds of their own, and don't get me started on teenagers. However many weeks, months, or years that you shared, your child taught you how to be a parent. Together you became family and you carried on growing together, learning about each other's needs and helping each other become more who you were always meant to be. Because the child we receive isn't always the child we expect. A musician in a family of footballers, an extrovert in a quiet household, a child with extra needs, or their sibling who is different from them. The miracle is that we love them and they love us. Love grows and binds us close and helps us through. So when hard time comes, and this year of uncertainty has certainly added to all our anguish, we lean on that love. The mother and singer Vicky Brown, who wrote our poem, which is also a song, Look for Me in Rainbows, was perhaps offering her family solace, knowing that she would have to leave them. Just look for me and love me as you know I loved you. And our children's story, of course, is not just for children. Although if your children have been listening, I hope it was helpful. Watch again or buy the book, No Matter What, by Debbie Glory. All of us feel like Small sometimes. I know I do. Often we feel grim and dark. We want to scream and smash, to yell and bang and crash. To know that someone will be large enough to contain our feelings and help us to feel safe and loved. That someone will ask and mean, "What is the matter?" Because all of us have times we want to run and hide, or times when anger rages or sorrow floods, when we need to let go or let rip, and yet find that we are held close, no matter what. And did your child ask impossible questions like small? Were they scared of love running out, asking, does love break or bend? Can you fix it, stick it, mend it? Were you able to say, oh help, I'm not that clever, but I know that I will love you forever? I hope that you still hold them close, whether spotting a rainbow or gazing at the moon or the stars shining bright. Forever they will shine wherever we are, because love, like starlight, never dies.
Light and darkness have huge symbolism, especially when we think about them in terms of describing our journey through life and our emotions. Light can give us direction, hope, and warmth. Today we light 4 different candles, representative of some of the feelings you may associate with your children. Later in this service, there will be time for you to light your own candle, to add to these lights from these candles here.
The first candle represents our grief. The pain of loss is intense. This candle reminds us of the depth of our love for our children. The second candle represents our courage to confront our sorrow, to comfort each other, to change our lives. The third candle we light for our children, for the times we laughed and cried, the times we were angry with each other, the caring and the joy they gave us. The fourth candle we light for our love, as we enter this time of remembrance with family and friends. We cherish the special place in our hearts reserved for our children.
When we wake in the morning and a new day begins, we remember you. When we are together and when we are alone, we remember you. When we sit inside and look at photographs, we remember you. When we are out in the garden with flowers, birds and pets, we remember you. When we are at the seaside or at the countryside, we remember you. When we sit down at the table or in front of the television, we remember you. On the ordinary days and on the special days, we remember you. When we go to bed at night and hold you close to our hearts, we remember you. We will always remember you, because you are a part of us, you are always with us, and one day we will hold you again. I will never forget my last gaze upon your angelic face, peaceful and radiant as if you were asleep. My darling, you are free now, free from all pain and constraint. My love for you is strong enough to let you go. go to your heavenly home. You have touched our lives with a gentle glow of beauty that will always remain, and a bond that no time or space can sever. You will always be in my heart.
All our laughter, all our sadness, safe now in God's hands. All our anger, all our gladness, safe now in God's hands. All our stories, all our memories, safe now in God's hands. Those we remember, those we love, safe now in God's hands, always and forever. Amen.
Lord of compassion, tender and caring, holding our children hid from our sight, stars in the bright sky, angels in heaven, gathered around you, maker of light. These are our loved ones shining in heaven, these are our children held in our hearts. Candles still burning, softly but safely, each light still shining deep in our hearts. Lord, may your kindness reach all your people. When we are mourning, help with our tears. Lord, as we travel, hurting and grieving, lighten our journey all of our years.
We normally invite you to stay for coffee and mince pies at this point, but we do ask you to pause and reflect on whether there is anything that you need. The books of Remembrance are still open for you. We can open your page on request, and if you do not have a page yet, then contact us and we can make one for you. Email us at contact@chaplain.nuh.nhs.uk. Working through loss is a painful and difficult time, but the chaplains and the child bereavement team are here for you. So do contact us, the details will be up on the screen. Please talk to us. We are here for you. The blessing. The blessing of tears and laughter be ours. The company of friends and family be ours. The hope of budding trees and sunlight be ours. The wonder of twinkling stars be ours. The promise of sunrise and healing be ours. Ours today and every day. Let us go now into life and love. Amen.